Would you like to improve your vocabulary by learning negative prefixes in English? Welcome to Jen's Jyugyou. My name is Jen, and today we're going to take a look at the 4 negative prefixes il, im, and in, and how you can use them to expand your vocabulary and sound more like a native speaker. First, let's review what a prefix is. A prefix is a series of letters that will go in front of words to help change their meanings in English. If I take the letters I-N, and put it in front of the word correct, I get a new word. And this new word is incorrect. Incorrect means that it is not correct. IN is a negative prefix, which means no or not. So correct can change to the word incorrect, the opposite meaning, just by adding these 2 letters in front. So today, we're going to look at the prefixes il, im, and in front of words to help change their meaning to a negative meaning. All 4 of these prefixes mean not or without something. So by putting these prefixes in front of a word, you're changing that word to its opposite meaning. The first prefix we want to look at today is il, I-L. The prefix IL will go in front of words that start with the letter L. And by putting this prefix in front of words starting with the letter L, it'll make those words negative. For example, legal. If something is legal, it means that it is according to the law. If you put IL in front of this word, you get the word illegal. Illegal means that it is wrong. It is against the law and you could get arrested. In Canada, marijuana is legal, but crack and cocaine are still illegal. Logical. If something is logical, it means that it makes sense. If you think about it, everything is clear and obvious. If you put IL in front of this word, it is illogical. Illogical, meaning that it just does not make sense. It is logical that 2 plus 2 is 4. It is illogical that 2 plus 4 could be 20. Literate means that you are able to read and write. If we add IL in front of this word, it becomes illiterate. Illiterate means that you are not able to read and write. You don't know how. Most adults in Canada are literate, but children who haven't studied how to read and write yet are illiterate. Legible means that it is easy to read. It is clear, you can see it and understand what it says. When you add IL in front of this word, it becomes illegible. Illegible means that you can't read it because it's very messy. When I am writing quickly, my writing is sometimes illegible. But when I take my time to print slowly and clearly, it is legible. The second prefix for today is IR. We add IR in front of words that start with the letter R to help make them negative. Regular. If something is regular, it is normal and consistent. If you add IR in front of this word, it becomes irregular. Irregular means that it is not normal or consistent. Usually, people have a regular routine of waking up early in the morning, eating breakfast, and going to work. But on the weekends, their schedule becomes irregular. Maybe they don't wake up until lunchtime. Relevant. The word relevant means closely connected to or related to the situation. It is important to what you are discussing. Irrelevant is the opposite. Irrelevant means that it is not connected and has no connection to what you are talking about at all. It is irrelevant, unnecessary. In a conversation about global warming, politics might be relevant. However, what someone ate for dinner last night is irrelevant. Replaceable. If something is replaceable, it means that it is easy to be changed or substituted with something else. The opposite of this will be irreplaceable. Something that is irreplaceable cannot be replaced. There's no substitution for it. If I accidentally break this glass, it is replaceable. I can buy another glass. But if my wedding album was destroyed in a fire, that is irreplaceable. I can't get those memories and those photos back. Our third prefix for today is im. Im. I-M. Adding I-M to words that begin with M, B, or P help to make those words negative. Mortal means that you are a human, and specifically it means that one day you will die. If I put I am in front of this word, it becomes immortal. Immortal means that you will live forever. Humans are mortal, but God is immortal. Possible. Something that's possible means that you can do it. You are able to do it. If we put I am in front of this word, it becomes impossible. Impossible means that you cannot do it. It is possible for me to speak English or Japanese. I have never studied Spanish, so it is impossible for me to speak Spanish. Mature. Someone who is mature is adult-like and logical and reasonable. The opposite of mature is immature. If you are immature, it means that you are acting like a child. A mature person will have a job, work hard, save money, pay their bills. An immature person will just play video games all day. Polite. If someone is polite, it means that they have good manners and they are thinking about other people and helping other people, saying please and thank you. The opposite of this is impolite. Impolite has the same meaning as rude. You are not being nice to other people. A polite person would hold the elevator doors and help someone with their groceries into the elevator. An impolite person would close the doors quickly and laugh. Balance. If something is balanced, it means that all parts are equal and even. There's not one part that is out of proportion to the others. The opposite of this would be an imbalance. Imbalance. If I eat a healthy diet and I get enough fruits and vegetables and meat and so on, my diet is very balanced. But if I'm only eating sugar and ice cream and cake and cookies, my diet is very imbalanced and I could get sick. Patient. A patient person is very calm and they do not get upset easily, even if there are delays. The opposite of this is impatient. Easily annoyed or upset when something does not go according to plan. Some people are very patient waiting for a bus. Even if it's 10 minutes late, the bus will be here soon. They are patient. An impatient person would get upset if the bus was 2 minutes late. It's freezing cold. Where the heck is that bus? Our fourth prefix for today's lesson is in. I-N. I-N is the most common out of today's four prefixes because it goes with any other letter in English. We talked about how IL goes in front of words that start with the letter L. IR goes in front of words that start with the letter R. IM goes in front of words that start with M, P, or B. If it is not any of those 5 letters, then you will use IN. Like my example in the beginning of today's lesson, correct will become incorrect. So incorrect is the opposite of correct. Visible. If something is visible, it means that it is able to be seen. My YouTube videos are all visible, so you can watch them and study English for free every Monday and Friday with new lessons. The opposite of visible is invisible. Invisible means that you cannot see it. It is not able to be seen. Some people think that ghosts exist, but if they do, they must be invisible. Appropriate. If something is appropriate, it means that it is right for the situation. It matches or fits the circumstances properly. The opposite of this would be inappropriate, not appropriate. It is not following the way things should be. If I go to my friend's wedding and I wear a nice dress, that is appropriate. If I go to my friend's wedding and I wear jeans and a t-shirt, that is inappropriate because that's not how you should dress for a wedding. Secure. If someone feels secure, it means that they feel confident about themselves. They're not worried about anything and they feel safe. The opposite of this is insecure. If someone is insecure, they feel worried or anxious about something. When I first was in university, I felt very insecure because I was overweight and I had braces and glasses. But now I feel more secure. Formal. If something is formal, it is important and official. The opposite of formal is informal. If something's informal, it's very casual and laid back. A business meeting should be a formal situation. Having coffee with your friends and relaxing is informal. So today, you have learned the 4 prefixes, il, im, and in, and how you can use them to expand your vocabulary by making words negative. And now it's time for question of the day. For today's question, I would like you to practice what you've learned from today's lesson. Please make 4 sentences in the comments below. 1 sentence using each of the 4 prefixes from today's lesson. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you found it useful, please subscribe to Jen's Jyugyou so you don't miss any lessons. And give this video a thumbs up. Good luck with your English studies, everyone, and I'll see you in the next lesson.